Alright everyone, welcome back once more to another go of Trails of Cold Steel 2. We're finally on the last act, and I can't tell you how excited I am to see how this part of the game ends. And I'm hoping it honestly ends on a much better note than Part 1 did, because Part 1 was more of a cliffhanger if anything. So we're going to see how this goes, and if anything else, I hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you all for the love and support, and let's do this.
I'm so happy to finally be back. And looking around, I'm not alone in that sentiment either. Maybe it won't last, but everyone's determined to enjoy it to the fullest while they can. After all, who knows what tomorrow will bring? I knew things wouldn't instantly go back to normal, but I didn't expect all that to be thrown on us.
You want us to help liberate the capital?
With Ruhr and Berea hard silent, we have a firm foothold to take back Heimdall. If we don't seize the moment before the year is up, there's every chance the war will drag on even longer as a result.
Fighting is still brutal as ever in western Erebonia. But if the Nortia and Kreutzen provincial armies keep their word not to interfere, we may be able to turn the war around.
That does sound like the best chance we'll ever get, but I still have doubts.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. We have no intention of taking an active role in the war.
We simply wish to fulfill our duties as military academy students.
That sounds perfectly fine to me.
We aren't asking you to fight on the front lines to retake the city. Rather, we would like you, the students of Thor's military academy, to liberate one very specific location.
Yeah?
And where might that be?
I'll be the one explaining that.
You're here too?
You're from the intelligence division. Huh. Hi, Elector. Long time no see. You back from Crossbell?
Yep, the most pressing problem over there is all taken care of now. So I was finally able to access the Intelligence Division's network again.
Wait a second. Most pressing problem? What happened over there?
Oh, you know, that Azure tree is gone. There was a ton of confusion after its disappearance, but President Croix has been arrested, and things are beginning to calm down.
We had no idea.
I remember feeling an incredible amount of mana from that tree.
Whatever happened there, it's obvious Ouroboros was involved.
Regardless of how it came to happen, the fact remains, Crossbell is of no danger to us now. Yet with that comes new dangers on the horizon.
What do you mean, Dad?
Now that Crossbell is no longer a threat, there's every chance the Calvard Republic might make a move, is that correct?
The Republic still has its own share of chaos as a result of their economic crisis and terrorism. But now that there's an opening to take Crossbell, we've no doubt they will recover sooner rather than later.
And without Gorelia Fortress to serve as an effective deterrent, there's always the possibility they could use Crossbell as a staging area to launch a military incursion into Erebonia.
As a result, our primary concern is ending this war as soon as possible. And we could use your assistance in bringing it to an ever swifter conclusion.
I understand the situation.
In that case, where is this specific location that you'd like us to liberate?
That would be the Corel Imperial Villa.
Hey, isn't that...
That's the Imperial family's villa on the outskirts of the city, right?
Are you suggesting that my family is at the villa?
We believe your assumption to be correct, Your Highness. The Intelligence Division has established that His Imperial Majesty and the rest of your family have been imprisoned there. Lady Elise Schwarzer and Imperial Governor Regnitz are also with them.
Dad's there too?
They've been there this whole time?
It's close to the capital, but it's surrounded on all sides by cliffs and the like. That makes it the perfect place to keep VIPs hidden away.
Exactly. The only way to access it via land is a special train that runs from Heimdall Station. And that is currently heavily secured by the Imperial Guard. However, were your party to use the Courageous to fly there, you should be able to get inside.
I think you already know our answer.
Yeah, I'm in.
If you say they're there, Lecter, then they're there. It's not much different from liberating Ruhr or the Twin Dragons Bridge, if we think of it like rescuing someone related to us.
Indeed. While the Imperial family is naturally of great importance, rescuing a member of the Board of Directors fits our motives to a T.
And we've always seen it as our duty to help those related to the Academy.
Guess that settles that.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
Well, aren't we being humble?
This is what friends do.
To think these kids would turn out to be so dependable.
You're telling me. They're almost dazzling.
Your Highness, may we have your permission to move forward? Yes, by all means. I, Alphen Rice Arner, humbly request that you carry out this mission. Very well, Your Highness. Students of Thor's Military Academy, I hereby declare that we shall dedicate our all to the liberation of the Corel Imperial Villa.
It really is strange. For all I know, tomorrow could determine the outcome of this war. And yet just being back here, seeing the sky, and being surrounded by this cool air makes me feel so happy. Why?
You're not planning on standing here alone the whole night, are you?
Oh, hey Celine. Where's Emma?
Who knows? I'm guessing she's over in the Literature Club's room. One of the second years dragged her off. Something about checking if any of her precious book collection had vanished.
That would be Dorothy. I don't know. I could wander around, but my head's kind of full at the moment. It's like it's suddenly registering just how much this academy means to me. I knew I liked it, but I never realized how much.
Oh? Well, whatever you end up doing tonight, make it count. With both Vita and Ouroboros involved, you haven't seen the worst this war has to offer. The hardest part's yet to come. And you don't want to face your friend in the goofy bandana weighed down by regrets, do you?
True enough. Oh, hey, are you here because you were worried about me? You've always been so considerate of us, even if you do try to hide it by acting grumpy half the time.
Stop that! You can't go around being nice to every girl you run into. Try treating someone special for once. Surely there's someone who fits that description better than me.
Someone special, huh?
This could be the last night you have to enjoy before everything goes to hell. Go and walk around a bit already. Oh, and go pay Valimar a visit too. Honestly, anyone with half a brain could have figured that out. Why do I have to be the one to tell you?
I suppose she's right. It seems a shame to waste a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity standing around here alone. Besides, it's been a long time since I was last here at the academy. I should walk around and see everyone. I've got a lot of catching up to do with the people in Trista. And after Valimar offered to stand guard near the west exit, it wouldn't feel right to leave him by himself the whole night.
You can now use quick travel in Trista and the academy. Oh, they gave me freedom here, so where can I go? There's a special thing here, and I'm assuming that's where Valimar is. Alright, well, let me super save. They want me to spend time with my quote-unquote special someone. So, if that's gonna happen, I think I can spend time with maybe 2 of them. So I'll make a separate file just in case I want to see another, what you call, scene with them. Oh man, hold on. Can I go? Thank you. Alright, where am I really? Right, okay. Main building. I guess I can check out the library. Oh, there's so much to check out right now. Have you heard of a book series called Gambler Jack 2? Its final chapter came out long ago. It reminded me of how nice it feels to see a story you followed come to an end. I've still got it here, so how about you give it a read? I think it's pretty fun way to while away the time. The finale. We got it. Alright, we can get out of here. That's all I really wanted, really. Alright, and hold on a second. I can't, you know, it feels so weird now that we've unlocked everything again. Like, we're back into school. Trista, for that matter. All the kids here, too. It's like I'm playing part 1 again. Dolly. Fred. Everyone's here, huh? Vice Principal Heinrich. Wait, could those books be... By any chance, is that the complete collection of Gambler Jack 2? Yeah, but... I knew it! So, have you read it already? What did you think of it? Interesting? I guess. I wasn't really in the mood for a story set in Calvard, but other than that, it was fine. Why do you ask? Are you a fan? How dare you imply I'd have an interest in mass market rubbish like that, and set in an enemy country no less. No, I mustn't be quick to judge. Vixia Mao gave the series a wholehearted recommendation in an interview, so there must be something of worth in those pages. Vixia Mao? Ah, yes, I nearly forgot about his celebrity crush. I'm glad to see you haven't forgotten her name. That's good. Very good. Her recommendation spurred within me an infinitesimal interest in those books, but finding them has posed quite a challenge. I finally managed to acquire copies of the original and read them cover to cover, but the sequel continues to escape my grasp. That's a shame. He's eyeing these books like a starving animal. Maybe I should just give them to him. Yeah, here you go, man. If you really want them, I'd be happy to give you my copies. Are you sure? Of course, I've already read them and I'm not exactly chomping at the bit to read them again. Well, if you insist, I suppose it would be rude of me to refuse an offer from a student. Very well, I will take your extra literature off your hands. I think that's probably a heartfelt thank you in Heinrich speak. I should give you something in return, though, shouldn't I? Very well. Oh, thank you. Zemirian ore? I can't believe it. If you don't mind me asking, how'd you end up with this? It's an antique that has been passed down in my family for generations. It's hardly valuable enough for me to call it an heirloom, and I've never thought of it as anything more than an odd stone. From what I hear, however, in the right hands, it can be used to customize weapons. Oh, you are right, sir. I customized a final weapon for Reen and Laura in the previous game, and I'll do so again. I don't know if in this game we can only create 1 or 2 ultimate weapons for, you know, I don't know if it's limited. I'm hoping I can create more for all my party members, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure though it's keeping in tradition with all the other games where you only get 1. It's not doing any good in my possession, obviously, but it might do well in yours. Well, if you're sure, thank you very much. We'll make sure to put it to proper use. Glad to hear it. As for these books, I suppose I'll read them after you succeed in your operation tomorrow, so make sure that you come back safely, and not for my reading pleasure alone. We will. You and your classmates are truly irresponsible. Did you never, at any point, even think of what might have happened if you'd gotten hurt staging an operation like that? Well, yeah, but has he even had that much to drink? He's talking like he got started this morning. What's worse is that you're even corrupting the other classes. If Class 7 had never been cooked up, the upper class students of the academy never would have debased themselves by attempting something so insane. Absolutely never. I know you can hear me, Instructor Valestine. All of this is your fault, I hope you know. Oh, come on. You can't blame me for every little thing that happens at the academy, can you? That's funny. Alright. Oh, that's a lot. Hold on. Let's go to characters and instructors. Oh my god. Lightweight. He can't handle his liquor very well, gets drunk exceptionally easy, and then starts lecturing everyone in sight. Sounds about right. Okay. Hold on a second. Keen's bookstore. Alright guys, so I guess it's time for me to choose my partner, so you already know who I'm gonna pick. Let's go to... where's she hiding? Wait a second. Oh, upstairs. Right. Next section. I was like, wait, where are they? They're over here. Alright. Gymnasium. Oh, I wasn't expecting her to be here. I thought she'd be in the pool. Monica and I wanted to see the gymnasium again. So many memories here, both at the pool and at the training hall. I'll bet. I mean, we all had lessons at the training hall, but you were here practicing your swordsmanship whenever the fencing club left it empty. Honestly, my most vivid memory of this place was my fight with Angelica. It's hard to forget getting hit like that. I'm still waiting for our chance to fight one-on-one, to be honest. After all we've been through together, I'd imagine it would be quite the duel. You can say that again. Maybe when all this is over, we'll get the chance. Reen, there's a favor I'd like to ask of you. Huh? Sure. What's up? I was considering paying our dormitory a visit later on, and, well, I'd very much like your company, if you have the time, of course. Let's go. Of course, I'd be happy to join you. Excellent. I'm going to spend some more time with Monica, but after that, I'll make my way to the dorm. Works for me. Okay. Do I talk to you again, or are you just going to meet me at the dorm? Okay, cool. Alright. Sounds like a plan. Oh, they're all here.
Oh, you guys are all up here?
Hi, Reen.
Hey, nice night, isn't it?
It's a little on the chilly side, but it still feels pretty nice since there's no breeze out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We're finally back here.
Yeah, gotta admit, seeing it again's making me feel all emotional.
No doubt. Especially since, unlike the rest of us, you guys were last here during the festival.
You're probably feeling lonely with Crow missing. Toa, George, Angelica, I want to thank you.
Huh?
What for?
You guys have helped us out so much. There's no way we could have gone that far without you. If it were just us first years, I don't think things would have gone half as well. So, on behalf of everyone here, thank you for everything you've done.
We should be the ones thanking you.
Yeah, think about all the work Class 7 put into this and try saying that again.
Exactly. You guys even helped me deal with my old man. Where would I be without you?
I guess. But for the record, we've needed you just as much as you say you need us, you know. You shouldered the most responsibility on the Courageous, the ship that carried us and our dreams this far. And I'm gonna need you to keep watching our backs tomorrow. You think you can do that for us?
Like you even had to ask.
We'll be right there with you.
We would never abandon you after we've come this far together.
Thanks. I get this feeling like tomorrow's going to mark a turning point for us. Whether the Imperial Army's operation is a success or a failure, it feels like the time for me to fight Crow is almost here.
That's true.
Yeah, he won't let a chance like this just waltz on by.
And this time, I'm not going to let him win. I'll beat him, drag him right back here, and force him to finally graduate with you.
You sure that's even possible, Reen?
That's not going to be...
I'm well aware that it won't be easy. But everyone, not just me, wants the four of you together again. Class 7 managed to reunite, right? Now it's your turn.
You're amazing, Reen. And if you say that's what you're gonna do, I've got no reason to doubt you.
Tomorrow's operation is sounding crazier by the minute.
Seriously. I better hope I can finish polishing off that Tachi.
Their conversation finally finished. Toa went back to the student council room to dutifully go over the plans for tomorrow once again. And after saying their goodbyes, George and Angelica depart for the engineering building to get tools and equipment needed to manufacture Valamar's weapon. Alright, let's go back to the gym. I don't know, is she done or are we... Do I have to talk to everyone? Spending a bit of time with Monica, but once we're finished, I will make my way over to the dormitory. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so I guess I have to talk to everyone. Like, honestly, I just don't want to miss out on the chance to, like, do the bonding scenes, you know? Like, I know that you can miss them. That happened to me in part 1. I missed, like, one bonding event because I didn't know how to activate it in the beginning. Alright, so I'm going to assume I have to talk to everyone. So I'm going to go back to the front entrance, which we're already here. I don't know why I did that in the first place. But whatever. Okay, now I've spoken with everyone. All I need to do is speak to Valmar. Nah, we're good. Let's just do this. Follow the map. Man, I can't believe we got everyone back. And I'm not just talking about, like, our crew, the main Class 7. I'm talking about, like, think about it. All of the students here. We recruited all of them, and it's just... This place is crowded. That's good, though. Alright, Valmar, you're up next.
Hey, Valimar.
Hello, Reed.
I came to see how you were holding up. Sure was a surprise when you offered, but thanks for volunteering to serve as a lookout.
Not a problem. Perhaps you and your friends have influenced me to some degree. Each and every one of you have come a long way to take this place back. I simply wish for you to be able to dedicate this evening to celebrating that achievement.
Thanks. You know, looking back, I never figured the day would come when I'd be able to have a natural conversation with you like this. You've changed a lot in that regard. You've gone from sounding mechanical to dignified, I suppose.
I've been working to gradually recover my memories over time. And while still fragmented, I am now able to recollect specific memories from my past.
Really? Does that mean you remember some of what happened before you went to sleep in the old schoolhouse?
Correct. I went to sleep 250 years, 128 days ago. And my previous awakener was a man known as Drykel's Rice Arner.
Wow. So it really was Drykel's, huh? I had my suspicions when I saw that memory in the last shrine, but I didn't want to assume.
I believe you resonated with the memories that reside within the proving grounds. Drykel's visited the spirit shrines as you did. In each one, he obtained the same ore with which to forge his weapon, advanced upon the same capital, and it was there, with many allies at his side, that he laid the war to rest in one final confrontation.
It's kind of eerie how similar our paths are, but it makes me feel a little self-conscious too, in a way. I doubt we're doing all this half as well as he did. What kind of person was he, anyway?
He was an open-minded, composed, and driven man, full of bravery and daring, and in some ways, an enigma. Yet for those he met, he was ever kind and merciful. He had dignity in measure with his stature, and still at times, one could see in his eyes the glimmer of a child's.
He was really something, wasn't he? Hearing you talk about him, I don't know if I could be anything like he was. But maybe if I were, I'd be able to do more for everyone.
There is little meaning in striving to be something you are not.
Huh?
Since my awakening, I have watched over you. I have seen you grow as a person. Drykel's found success in playing to his strengths. You, though different, possess strengths no less great. Just as he attracted his own supporters, so too have you gained those who would choose to stand by your side and no other. Take pride in those who would become your sword, for not even kings could buy the loyalty you have earned.
Wow, that was some deep dialogue right there, and that came from Valimar, no less. I like it.
Thanks, Valimar. You're right. I should focus on improving myself as I am, rather than try to become someone I'm not. Seeing as how I'm fighting for my future and to bring home my friend, it wouldn't make sense to be anyone else, really. Oh, yeah. It sounds like the Tachi will be done by morning. So if you're up for it, I think we should test it out tomorrow. I'll be counting on you, Valimar.
I shall do all within my power.
Okay, and class dormitory. Oh, wait, radio station, wrong way. Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh, right here. Well, I promised I'd meet Laura here. Should I head inside and wait already, though? I think I'm here kind of early. Return to the dormitory and talking with your chosen character will cause the main story to advance. Ah, so I did have to talk to everyone and do the main... Got you. Okay. Let's go.
Oh, I didn't think you would already be here.
Hey, Laura. Did you finish taking care of things then?
I believe so. It truly does feel strange to be back here, though. It's been a long road to return here, and yet, return we did. This building holds so many memories for us. I couldn't even begin to count.
It sure does. Well, while we're here, you want to walk around inside for a bit? I'm curious how things are upstairs, too.
Sure, I'd like that.
I don't know why, but there was a little part of me that expected to find Crow here waiting for us. I mean, not literally expect, but there was just a little voice in my head going, what if, while walking around.
I can hardly blame you. I felt the same. Instead, he's another obstacle we have to overcome. One of many.
Yeah. Still, we've been able to face every challenge that's come our way up till now. Why wouldn't our fight to bring Crow home be the same?
That's a good way to look at it. Nothing stands a chance at declaring victory over Class 7's combined might, or our two swords. Speaking of, Reen, I realize I've asked this once before, but do you like the path of the sword?
Hearing that brings back memories. You really caught me off guard when you asked me that back in Keldic. Any reason it's on your mind again?
I was just curious. It feels as though, after our impending battle, things will never be the same. And so before that happened, I wanted to hear your answer one more time. For all I know, that answer's changed.
Ah, right. Well, it hasn't. My answer's exactly the same now as it was then. Swordsmanship is like a part of me. It's always been there, and it always will be. It's not a case of liking it or not, it's just part of who I am. Both my swordsmanship and my sword are me in a way.
Maybe you'll be happy to know that my feelings on the subject haven't changed either. My stance and my resolve are the same as they ever were. I stake my pride, my soul, my very being on my blade, and wield it to attain ever greater heights. That is what it means to me. why I value it above all else. Or so I say. I'm conflicted, to tell you the truth.
Conflicted? About what?
In both my time at the Academy and during these past few weeks of fighting alongside one another, I seem to have found something else just as precious to me.
Are you suggesting...
I've now discovered a new reason to fight. One that differs from the reason I've fought for all this time. And that reason gives me more courage and power than I've ever felt before. Never could I have imagined there would be anything that would mean as much to me as my path of the sword. At least, not until I met you.
Laura?
Reen, I think I love you. At first, we were just friends, but now I see you as something far more. That's why I need to know. Do you feel the same way about me too?
I wanted to be the one to say it first, but it looks like you beat me to it. I always figured that as a man, it'd end up being my job.
Sorry, that was presumptuous of me. I'm simply not used to these sort of things.
No, don't worry. You've got nothing to apologize for. I've always admired you ever since our first day here. Your swordsmanship is so elegant, strong, and beautiful that I couldn't help but be captivated by it. And by you. You're as strong as you are reliable, but that feminine side you show from time to time is adorable too. I'm always happy to be part of our class, but having a place where the two of us can better ourselves makes me happiest of all.
Truly?
I love you too, Laura. Even after we graduate, I want to keep walking alongside you, following the path of the sword. And I hope that we one day reach those heights we're aiming for, but together. I'm glad I finally got the chance to say it. Laura?
I had no idea it would make me this happy to hear you say you love me. My face feels like it's on fire from blushing so much.
I feel the same way, you know. We've got no way of knowing what the future holds in store for us, but we can't let a war like this stand in our path. Like you said, we have a lot of obstacles to overcome, and by overcoming ours, we'll prove we're capable of so much more.
Yeah, we will. May we both wear the way of the sword proudly, and together protect our friends and our future.
That was just adorable. I liked it a lot. Level 7, baby. Inseparable. Reen and Laura have each link level 7. Overdrive, overdrive. Overdrive 2? This is amazing. You really were able to forge Valmar a new Tashi from Zemirian ore. Bah, of course I was. It's a massive weapon totaling over 7 R's in length. Its uncommon shape made refining and processing the R exceedingly difficult to say the least, but it was done. I doubt I would have been able to do it if not for the help of that stubborn old student of mine over there. You're the least qualified person on this entire continent to call anyone else stubborn. Yeah, I'm with you, instructor. It sure was a shock to learn that you were also a former student of the professor's, Instructor Makarov. I'd heard you were once a student at the Ruhr Institute of Technology, but I never connected the dots. And that's how I preferred it too. Well, that was long time ago. I'll never be able to fathom why the two of you chose not to stay and study more under me. The offer still stands, however. I know talent when I see it. Oh, I couldn't possibly. I doubt I have half the talent to keep up with you. Get to him straight, George, or I won't get through that damn near impenetrable skull of his. Tell him you'd go insane if you had to spend years working with an arrogant, self-centered prick like him. Still, what a beautiful blade it is. The radiance of it is simply dazzling. Ain't nothing out there like Xaverian ore. It's probably not as sharp as something a real swordsman would make, though. None of us are smiths by profession. But Valimar should find it easier to use than any weapon he could have taken from a soldat, and that's what counts. Alright then, let's give it a try. Wow. They're resonating with one another. They sure are. That's awesome. How beautiful. It truly is astounding. You look so cool, Valimar. I'm not sure what's happening, but it's amazing, alright. I think we finally have a chance. Feedback process for new armament complete. I do indeed feel this is easier to wield than previous armaments. Good. I'm glad to hear it. You think this will do the trick? Yep. I had high expectations, but this shattered them. I think I finally stand a chance against him now. Professor Schmidt, Instructor Makarov, George, thank you all so much for what you've done. Save your thanks. I only did what I did to satisfy my curiosity. Whatever you do now that I'm done is of no concern to me. He's not being modest either, Irene. He totally means that. This is just how he is. Same deal with the railway guns, the soldats, and the orbital jamming device. As soon as his work is done, he loses interest completely and is off to find something else to do. Ha! Something wrong with that? All that said, I think the preparations are now finally complete. Yes, sir, I think it's about time I go and get everyone. Oh, haha! The fated moment has finally arrived. The current time is 0630 hours. Everyone should gather here again at 0730. Make sure you're all wearing what I gave you earlier too. Right.
All of the students have gathered.
Good. Instructor Sarah, Instructor Thomas, Instructor Makarov. We leave them in your capable hands.
Understood.
Don't you worry. We'll take good care of them.
Again, they should just voice this scene.
Just leave them to us.
Students of Thor's Military Academy. I'm sure most of you remember what was once imparted to you during your respective welcoming ceremonies. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. These are the words of Emperor Drykos, the man who ended the War of the Lions and founded this very academy. I ask you to consider what the world he refers to is, and what qualifies one must possess to be its foundation. What qualities? Sorry. I imagine that you each had your own thoughts in response. However, I ask that you not make the mistake of assuming that foundation is synonymous with sacrifice. I believe that it is by walking side by side with others, opening up a path and treading it down, that one does this. As such, I have but one very simple message for each and every one of you to remember. Return alive. Welcome spring's arrival with one another, and when the time comes, fly the nest with one another. And to that end, I wish you victory.
May Adios and Drycles the Lionheart be with you all. And please, come back here safe and unharmed. Our objective is to rescue His Majesty the Emperor, as well as those who were captured with him. Everyone, move out!
Understood.
Reen can now use the S-Craft Termination / Dawn. Surface air temperature is 5 degrees, humidity 13%. There's a north-northwesterly wind blowing at 11 APH. Incoming messages from both the 3rd and the 4th Armored Divisions. They're past the Schwarz-Drake barrier and Trista, moving into formation about 100 Selg from Heimdall. Main cannons and secondary armaments are good to go. We're ready for battle at any time. All orbital engines are operating nominally. All crew members present and accounted for. We're ready to begin the operation on your command. Understood. Sounds like we're all ready to go. Still, it doesn't look like we're going to be hearing anything from Prince Oliver. Indeed, there's been no word from Father either. They probably got their hands full in the west. It's starting to get really hectic there from what I've heard. I've asked Mick to try and get in contact with Tovol, but I'm not banking on him succeeding. That's too bad. Would have been great to have them here too. There's no point in lamenting what we don't have. Right, all we can do is make the best out of our current situation. Yep, I'm with them. Still, the battle doesn't begin until midday. We still got time. If there's anything you want to take care of, now's your chance. Anything spring to mind? Now that you mention it. Towa, are there any new requests for us to take care of? There are. In fact, hold on a minute while I get them up. Ah, the last of the requests. My Jormungand don't want none. Prince Oliver, when we speak of serpents, what should spring to mind but the fell's Jormungand? But in truth, I have my own glorious serpent I bring out at parties and on special occasions. In fact, Reen, this is Major Vander. Pay no attention to the prince and just kill the monster. I was beginning to get worried. Man, I'm stuttering. I don't know why, but anyway, that was if he kept going, I don't know where that sentence would have led to. Sex and violence. Also by Prince Oliver, there once was a woman from Ruhr. When I saw her, I wanted to woo her. She gave me a slap when I sat in her lap. Now I have one lover fewer. Ah, how I love composing a clever verse. That made no sense to me, but we gotta defeat a monster. Got you. Nord by Northeast. The hills are alive, dear Reen, with the sound of monsters. The highlands, to be more precise, and I'd like you to look into it personally. I hope your skills haven't plateaued yet, because you'll have to fly, like, dare I say it, the wind to deal with this threat. Got you. Ymir, far, wherever you are. Danger strikes close to home for young Reen, with a strange beast stirring up strife on the path to Ymir. Will he answer the call? Will his sister be impressed with his manly feats of strength? Will anyone actually read this? Well, I am, so yeah, job well done. I think we can handle these. Right, none of them seem like they would take too long. Whether you do them or not is totally up to you, but getting ready for battle should be top priority. I know you've gotten the hang of reporting to Prince Oliver, but seeing as we can't contact him, you can just report to me. This might well be the last chance you have to get maintenance done on your ordnance too. So if you need anything, let me know. We will, thank you. There's no such thing as being too prepared for this. Ah, finale. Forward, relentlessly. Speak to Toa. This is the last time during the story that you will be on board the Courageous. After beginning the operation, it will no longer be possible to take advantage of its facilities or visit other towns. Our requests and sub-events will also disappear, and trial chests will become permanently unavailable. While you will have another chance to buy items, quartz, and the like, this will not be for some time. Okay. My usual team. I need a healer and take her with me. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here for today. Thank you all for watching. When we come back, we're gonna do the last of the requests and finally hit the main and grand finales.